So good evening, everyone. Let me start by saying thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for caring. I know how much life demands of all of us between families and work and everything that's pulling at our attentions. And so the fact that you're here says something very important to me. It says that you care about Peoria, you care about our community, and you care where we're headed next. We are at a defining moment in Peoria's history. These next couple of years, what we do will set the stage and shape the future of Peoria for generations to come. The stakes couldn't be higher. The question is, what kind of city do you want to build? So let me tell you a little bit about who I am. If I'm asking for your trust, you deserve to know who I am and what I believe. I'm not a politician. This wasn't on my bucket list. I didn't grow up here in Peoria. And like many of you, or some of you at least here in this audience, I chose Peoria on purpose. I built my life here because I believe in the city. I believe in what Peoria can be. So I grew up in a working class family. My mom was a single mom, and she raised 3 kids and 2 very large dogs on a waitress wages. We didn't have a lot, but we had faith, we had grit, and my mom showed me that if we worked hard enough, we could build something better. That belief led me to join the United States Marine Corps. I served for 6 years. During that time, I learned what it means to lead. I was a 20-something-year-old junior enlisted person when I was selected for a role normally staffed by an officer. My job was to figure out how to pull mission-critical data from military systems that no one really knew how to access. But I didn't just figure it out. I built a course. I documented the process. I stood in front of officers and senior enlisted people and taught them how to do it. For that work, I was awarded the Navy Achievement Medal, an award that's given for sustained performance of a superlative nature, this is according to the manual, and for professional or leadership achievements. I didn't have rank or position, but I was willing to step up, solve the problem, and deliver results. After the military, I became an attorney. I spent my career helping families, small businesses, and nonprofits navigate some of life's most complex challenges. I also earned my MBA because I believe that leadership is about more than passion. It's about competence. It's about understanding budgets, systems, and strategy. I went on to serve as a senior executive in a global nonprofit, managing compliance and operations in all 50 states and 109 countries. When I took over the leadership of the IT department there, the team had the lowest employee engagement score in the organization. People were burned out, they were discouraged. Within a year, that same team had the highest engagement score because I listened, I served, and I led. I was told we could never move our ordering system online. By the way, my favorite sentence in the English language, it can't be done. Within a year, 76% of all orders came in through the web, and we achieved a 96.4% customer satisfaction rating. I know how to lead change. I know how to improve systems, and I know how to deliver for the people that I serve. As an attorney, I've stood up for people who were told they didn't have a chance. One client, a widow, came to me after her husband passed away. He and his brother had built a very profitable business, but the surviving brother pulled out a contract and told my client that she was only entitled to $200,000 for this multi-million-dollar business for the buyout. She was a single mom, had a teenager, and she was distraught. She'd gone to several other attorneys, and they told her the same thing when they looked at the contract. She finally came to me. I looked at the contract. I could see what they were talking about, but I saw something different. I fought for her, and in the end, she received $1.95 million settlement, securing her future that her husband had worked so hard to build. I know how to analyze complex problems. I know how to fight for what I believe. So why am I here? Well, Peoria is at a crossroads. We've watched deals happen behind closed doors. We've seen factories build to rent, high-density apartment buildings going in places where they don't belong. We've seen developments rush through with limited community input. And we've seen our city focus on deals for a very select few. We've also been sold the idea that Peoria has to be just like every other city, that our future is paved with the same factories, strip malls, crowded streets, and uninspired developments that you could find in any town in Arizona. But I believe we deserve better. I believe Peoria is a special place with special people and unique opportunities. We don't have to copy anyone else's blueprint. We can build something different, something better, something that puts Peoria on the map. So let me share with you the vision I have for Peoria. Let's revitalize Old Town. But, let's stop talking about revitalizing Old Town and actually get it done. If we're going to spend $116 million on something, let's not be infrastructure on land that we don't own. How about something that benefits the citizens of Peoria? Let's build a comprehensive revitalization plan that brings Old Town to life. Not just with a couple of restaurants and one-off projects, lip service, but with a transformational anchor that breathes new energy into the heart of our city. Imagine with me, a leading university in South Peoria, complete with student housing and dorms, creating a thriving college town vibe with arts, culture, music, food, and youthful energy that brings life to our streets and businesses. Colleges change cities. They bring innovation, talent, and life. They create a pipeline of opportunities for our kids to stay here, learn here, and build their futures right here in Peoria. Just a few miles up the road from us is a place called TSMC. You might have heard of it. It's the largest semiconductor project in the country. And it's bringing thousands of high-paying jobs to this area. But where will all the executives, engineers, and innovators live? Let's make Peoria the residential destination for leaders of tomorrow, offering quality of life, culture, amenities, and the community they're looking for. Let's make Peoria a place where leadership lives, right alongside hardworking families, small businesses, and everyone who loves this city. Thirdly, in Peoria, we're sitting on one of Arizona's greatest outdoor assets, Lake Pleasant. We have hills, trails, open spaces that could host championship-level wakeboarding, downhill mountain biking, BMX racing, outdoor adventure sports, and family recreation that draws visitors from all over the country and maybe all over the world. Let's build Peoria as the sports tourism capital of Arizona. Let's host tournaments. Let's bring in athletes and fans. Let's fill our hotels and restaurants and shops with people who want to experience everything that Peoria and Arizona has to offer. So why choose me? Well, I'm different. I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for my next office. This wasn't on my bucket list. I might have mentioned that. But I am a problem solver. I'm a leader, and I'm a servant. I bring military leadership, tested and proven in the field, legal expertise to ask the right questions and protect Peoria's interests in every deal, business and financial experience, managing compliance and budgets across states and countries, real results, transforming teams, solving problems, delivering solutions. I'm different because my experience is different, and I want something different for Peoria. Friends, we don't have to settle for politics as usual. We don't have to settle for some second-hand vision. We don't have to settle for just being like every other city. We can dare to dream bigger. We can build something better. We can put Peoria on the map as a city with a vision, energy, and opportunity for all. That's the kind of mayor I want to be. That's the kind of future I'm asking you to help build together. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Peoria.
Judi Smith. Experience. Leadership. Transparency. Paid for by Judi Smith for Peoria Mayor.